15 minutes after 7 o'clock. Thank you for tuning into The Source, WOCA, this Thursday morning. It is a little bit wet out there. I think it might even still be raining. It is February 5th, 2015. It is 62 degrees, and I'm confident it's raining somewhere in our area right now. Temperatures are expected to drop after this rain passes, and going to be cool again tonight. 41 degrees the expected low tonight.
Wow.
Good morning, Robin. How you doing?
Good. Good morning, Larry.
I have a good show planned for this morning. 7:35. I thought I'd focus on what the United States is considering to do, or considering doing. What's the right way to say it? Considering what the United States is considering.
Yeah.
In response to the ISIS crisis, not to make a rhyme out of that, but the ISIS situation, because it's getting worse.
Yes, it is.
It's getting worse. And I'm sure you heard about the burning of the pilot, the Jordanian pilot, which now Jordan, of course, has jumped on this, and they're really angry at this, which is a good thing. I'm glad they're angry.
Yeah, because they're reacting.
The United Nations also issued a story that says the Islamic State, whatever you want to call them, IS, IL, whatever they are, systematically killing, torturing, and raping children and families. They're crucifying children. They're burying children alive. Mass executions, beheadings of children in Iraq.
Yeah, they've been doing it for months, and nobody's stepped up to the plate to stop it.
Well, that's kind of why I want to bring it up, because the president says he's poised to request the right to use troops against ISIS. I thought we were using troops against ISIS.
I thought so. I thought we had troops over there. They're supposed to be training. They should have been wiped out by now.
Well, anyway, so let's do that at 7:35.
Okay.
7:35. I know we were all over the board every day. That's our style.
Yes.
But anyway, it's an important topic. I can't imagine that even those of you who disagree with me usually. Maybe you still do with this one. I can't see a disagreement on this one. 8:35 this morning, News Bites. This is where the time of the day when Robin and I read the news. Simple as that. We don't put a whole lot of creativity into it. We simply get the information from the news agencies, and we read an abbreviated version of the news. Hank Whittier is expected here at 9:05 today. If not, because I think his wife is perhaps still ill. I'm not so sure. I heard she was doing better, though.
Oh, good.
But then Gary Pascal usually sits in for Hank. I don't know who's coming in today, but Veterans News will be on at 9:05.
Yep.
Seth Posner at 9:35 in the studio. Seth is with AA Lock, Dock, and Security. You may have heard their ads on WOCA. And so he's going to talk to us about security systems for our homes and our businesses. I think we've got their system here, don't we, at WOCA?
Yes. Yep, we do. It's locked down tight, too.
10:05 to lighten the morning. What is happening in a week and 2 days? Valentine's Day.
Yes, it is.
And where do you live? In Florida.
Yep.
So what do you want to do? Men, this is for men. You want to take your lady someplace romantic. It's not a bad idea. So I have some ideas, some recommendations of where you can go here in Florida that is considered romantic, and I'll try to find some that fits every pocketbook out there. If you're wealthy, then you probably don't need me to tell you anything. Right?
That's right.
Ron Lieber at 10:35. Ron is the host of Your Money, and he writes for the New York Times. And let's see, he's got a book called The Opposite of Spoiled: Raising Kids Who Are Grounded, Generous, and Smart About Money.
Yep, we did that. You raised your son. I raised my two children.
I think my son is smart about money on his own. I don't know that they came from me. Dr. Jeff Jordan is coming in at 11:05. He is a guest invited by our friends at Ocala Health and Strive Rehabilitative Services, and he's coming in to talk to us about the internal medicine residency program and graduate medical education at Ocala Regional Medical Center. So looking forward to that conversation, as always.
He's coming in with Brittany Marthaler.
Brittany's coming in.
So nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Fun with Joe today. Fun with Joe. Nicknames.
Oh, okay.
The Big Apple is what?
New York.
New York City. It's not just cities, though. It's musical personalities. It's political personalities. It's
nice.
Geographical locations, like New York City being the Big Apple. So with the nicknames of sports figures, etc. So There we go. Did I say that twice? Sports figures?
No.
But anyway, so nicknames is the game with Joe today on Phone with Joe. When Galen is on, I brought up Valentine's Day a little while ago as far as places to go. But are you ever, Robin, in your lifetime, maybe not now, literally, and this is a personal question here, but turned on by a man's cologne? Have you ever passed a guy and said, "Whoa"?
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
I got a little tingle from that.
Yep, I think
Yeah?
so. Yeah.
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 Well, anyway, so
out there,
you're not alone in this. A lot of ladies got together, and there's an article, the 9 sexiest men's colognes that actually do what they're supposed to do for you ladies.
Oh, okay.
The 9 favorite sexiest men. I guess I couldn't come up with a 10th one. Mm-hmm. The 9 sexiest men's colognes. I will read to you what they are, and then us guys, we have to figure out if we want to wear them or not.
Okay. Yeah, because they're all different, because the body makeover for each individual is different. So what smells sexy on one person doesn't smell the same on the other.
But why is it that in the animal world? Why is it in the animal world? It just happens naturally. Like a male will say, "Whoa, where is she?"
That's right.
Wait, I smell somebody. Hello. And that's all they do.
Exactly.
I mean, everything you hear an animal saying, all the calls.
Yes.
I mean, one thing or another. It's either "Get out of here, this is my spot." That's what one, or "Hey, baby."
That's right.
Those are the only 2 things animals ever say. You can translate everything.
That's right.
A bird singing in a tree is basically saying, "I'm over here, I'm over here, I'm over here. Anybody interested? I'm over here." That's basically what a bird is singing, right?
Yes, exactly.
A dog is barking, basically saying, hey, get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. A dog doesn't usually bark to attract a mate. They just got these great noses.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you imagine what it would be like to have that nose? I mean, they say they can smell something 1,000 yards away. 1,000 yards away.
I know. That's absolutely amazing.
I'm glad I can't smell stuff 1,000 yards away. I wonder what they think about it.
Yeah.
They don't seem to be offended by any smell.
No.
They just put their nose right up against things that
Exactly. They have no problem.
that you wouldn't even want to go near. But
No. And then they roll in it, especially.
So anyway, why do animals have this God-given scent that does what it's supposed to do as far as,
Yeah.
What's the command? Being fruitful and multiplying?
Yes, exactly. They just go for it.
So anyway, let's see what else is in the news this morning. Oh, the Golden Apple teachers yesterday. That was a good story.
Yeah, that was a cool story.
So we have 5 teachers that got the Golden Apples yesterday. That's a nice looking award, by the way.
It is.
Isn't
very
it?
beautiful.
And then there's a Rookie of the Year. Does he get a Golden Apple too?
I think so.
Rookie?
Yeah. Yep. I think they do too.
And then now, all 6 of them, or maybe the 5, I'm not so sure how this works, are in the running to be the next Teacher of the Year.
Yep.
That's how that works.
Yep. We put it on Facebook.
And the Teacher of the Year gets an award as well, or is it just another apple?
I don't know.
That's a cool idea. I wonder who came up with that. Is it a local idea?
I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll have to ask Kevin Christian. He'll know.
He would know.
Yes.
He's the guy to know. Yeah. Another interesting story, if you're a guy, and, well, any sex really, but if you're going into a strip club or an adult theater, the state, your legislators are thinking about charging you an extra $10 to walk through the door.
Why?
For them. Well, because the governor wants to reduce taxes on cell phones and cable TV. So the way they're going to make up the difference, this is the way I understood the story, is if you go into a strip club, $10 more, pal. The state wants $10 more. It's called a sin tax.
That is
syntax.
Ridiculous.
Isn't that a math term? A syntax.
That is syntax. Yeah. Yeah, that is ridiculous.
$10. But well, wait a minute. Here's the part that will make every man say, you know what? I don't think I'm going to go in there anymore, because the new ruling, the new proposal. It's not a ruling, but the new proposal would also require the businesses to keep records of their customers.
Now that is ridiculous. It might as well overflow into McDonald's. Leave your name at the door before you order that double cheeseburger and fries, please. We have to report you to the government.
Can you imagine that?
Yep.
Where were you last night, honey? Oh, just went for a drive, just looking around, thinking about things. I went on the the transparency report up in Tallahassee. According to them, you were at the Hoochie Coochie Lounge. And I heard you crying like a bird. I'm over here. I'm over here. I'm over here.
That's right. I'll be videotaped and
I'm
made
over
public.
here.
The government is disgusting.
All right, we've got to take a break. And when we come back, we have this horrible story and what maybe we can do to fix it. The president has some ideas. I want to tell you what he's saying. We'll be right back. This is WOCA Ocala.
Fox News Radio, I'm Steve Rappaport. Federal investigators beginning a probe of Tuesday's commuter train crash north of New York City. A train hit an SUV, killing the driver and 5 rail passengers.
The electrified rail, the third rail, as we call it, penetrated the chassis of the automobile and then into the first rail car.
Robert Sumwalt with the NTSB. A key Arab ally steps back from the U.S.-led coalition to defeat ISIS.
The United Arab Emirates notified U.S. Central Command in December that it would be suspending airstrikes against ISIS. The UAE cited fears for its pilot safety after a Jordanian pilot was captured in Syria. The UAE was one of the first countries to join the U.S.-led coalition against ISIS.
Fox Radio's John Decker. And Republicans will unveil an alternative to Obamacare today after the House voted again to repeal it. Fox News. We report, you decide.
Fox News Early Prime, breaking down business news and its impact on your bottom line. Your World with Neil Cavuto.
That's how I do business. That's why I am business.
Bold positions and brash opinions on the topics America is buzzing about. The Five.
How do you think this will set in with the American people?
This will be the pulse of the nation.
Washington insight and political know-how from the best in the Beltway. Special report with Brett Baer.
The epicenter of the political world is here.
The number one place for fair and balanced coverage. Fox News Channel.
What's wrong with working hard to make our lives and our kids' lives better? Nothing. At Fox Business, we don't have a problem with success. We have a very big problem with those who get in the way of it. We don't come out of the box bashing those who make money, just the politicians stealing it and the bureaucracies wasting it. We're not just sitting behind a desk. We're out in the field, on the floor, with the folks. Because when a story moves forward, so do we.
Fox Business, the power to prosper. Check your local listings.
Hey, it's Christy with Ocala Mac and PC Repair and Ocala Guest Wi-Fi to let you know we have you covered. We are the only local certified Apple and Microsoft computer company in Ocala. We are family owned and operated. From mobile repair to wireless networks, viruses, new systems, or security cameras, we do it all. Check us out online, ocalamacpc.com, or give us a call, 352-566-8324.
Tell them Nick, Madison, or Mason sent you and get free diagnostic.
Get your internet telephone service from the company that brought affordable internet service to Ocala in the first place. All is Safe is a sister company of Ocala Guest Wi-Fi, a company you've known and trusted for all your internet needs. Whether you need a phone or hundreds, we've got the products and services to meet your needs both now and in the future. Our plans include everything from local and long-distance calling to equipment maintenance and even software upgrades. You can count on All is Safe to give you cost certainty knowing that your bill will be the same next week, next month, or even next year. Call 352-450-8647 today to learn how to cut your monthly telephone bill up to 60%.
Your home is safe, or is it? AA Lock, Dock, and Security. The name has been a staple in Ocala since 1985. Do you have the right equipment in place to have peace of mind when you are at home or away? AA Lock, Dock, and Security has the right people to install and monitor your home or business. Call today for a free on-site security analysis. Call 867-1965. AA Lock, Dock, and Security, 219 Northwest 10th Street, 867-1965.
Hi, my name is Dr. Erica Olstein with A Better You Healthcare Acupuncture and Eastern Medicine. As primary care physicians, we use acupuncture to treat back pain, arthritis, migraines, allergies, high blood pressure, thyroid disorders, hormone imbalances, stress, and more using all natural medical therapies. We treat the source of your problems, not just your symptoms. For more information, go to abetteryouhealthcare.com or call today to set up your appointment, 352-615-5566.
You've got a garden and we've got a show for you called You've Got a Garden with your host, Master Gardener Carol Ann Baldwin. Carol Ann answers your questions about your flowers, your veggies, your grass, your trees, even questions about your bugs.
and she's only on WOCA, so don't miss Carol Ann Baldwin and You've Got a Garden each Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on WOCA The Source.
Stay with us and sleep better at the Sleep Inn and Suites of Ocala Bellevue, located next door to Don Garlett's Museum and a few minutes from Florida Horse Park. Our award-winning, newly refreshed Sleep Inn and Suites offers comfy, clean rooms, free fast Wi-Fi, and service with a smile. Start your day with a deluxe hot breakfast and unwind in our heated outdoor pool. Our convenient 24-hour fitness and business centers allow you to stay on track whether you're here to play or to work. That's Sleep Inn and Suites, Ocala Bellevue.
Proud sponsor of College of Central Florida basketball.
WOCA.
All right, 25 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Thursday morning. 62 degrees, drizzling in some parts of our listening areas, and temperatures dropping tonight to the lower 40s, possibly down to 40. Tomorrow night, down in the upper 30s, possibly 40. So 40 degrees tonight, 40 degrees tomorrow. So give or take a few degrees.
Yeah.
All right, before we talk about the ISIS thing and America's response and the world's response to it, I wanted to ask you, have you heard the story about Brian Williams misremembering the time he was on a helicopter and got shot down?
No.
It's a funny story.
I didn't hear that. How could he not remember?
This is a funny story. How does anybody ever remember this stuff? I mean, misremember. The admission by NBC's Brian Williams that he fibbed about being on, a helicopter that took enemy fire during the Iraq War prompted not only, the story is cut off here. But anyway, so he said he misremembered. The anchor of the NBC Nightly News, if you don't know who Brian Williams is, apologized yesterday for multiple claims over the years that he had been on board a helicopter that was forced down after being hit by an RPG. The incident happened on March 24th, 2003. A helicopter was forced down by enemy fire, but Williams wasn't on it.
Of course not.
His helicopter arrived about an hour later and landed next to the damaged one. Williams blamed his version of the incident on foggy memory.
Oh, gee.
And said that he felt terrible for misremembering it.
How can you not remember?
And then the fun stuff started happening. If you go online, you know what a meme is, right?
Yes.
A meme is, for those who don't know, is a still picture that people put titles into, just to make fun of something or have fun with something. So they're having fun with him. A few examples are, and tweets also, a picture of Brian Williams on the moon, broadcasting the moon landing, where it's live from the moon. Live from the moon. There's another one that shows him holding 2 stone tablets and it says, "Damn, those tablets were heavy." As in the tablets Moses.
And he is dressed in the attire of that day. That's funny.
The time he tweeted, "I told John Paul George that Pete Best had to go. Ringo should be your drummer."
You got to give those people credit; they're creative.
He was talking to God in the beginning. He said, and then he said, "Let there be light." And I put my hand on his shoulder and told him, "The light's pretty good." Also, he just tweeted. He said, "I said to Martin, do you dream?" Martin said, "Yes." I said, "Well, tell the folks about your dreams."
Yeah.
Referring to Martin Luther King Jr.
Of course. He had the idea for him first.
And his role in the World War II is, "You'll always have Normandy, Brian Williams. No one can take that away from you." So there you go.
Is it give me liberty or give me death?
Well, have fun. You know what? Have fun. It's new. It's trending. Go ahead and tweet your own Brian Williams misremembered thing.
Oh, that's funny. He better use some of those on his show. He better.
A local talking point, real quickly, before we get to the ISIS thing. Businessman Danny Gayquad has proposed to the Ocala City Council that land that used to be the home of the Ocala Marion County Chamber of Commerce be developed in the following way. What he wants to build there or be part of that project is... did I forget to do something on here? Okay. He wants to build like 2 or 3 story buildings, kind of similar to what the rest of the square has. And in those, on the ground floor of those buildings, that one of them would be a restaurant, perhaps more than one restaurant. Others would be retail outlets, similar to what the rest of the square has. And then the upper floors would be business offices and residences, like apartments. That's what he wants to do there. Don't know if that's going to happen, but they are going to have a workshop on March 10th to consider the proposal as well as some other ideas for the site. You might remember a parking lot was proposed there at one time. Parking has always been a talking point. He says that the parking spaces that would be eliminated by building there, because there's about 60, I think he said. I think 60 spaces there. And we all park there now that the chamber's no longer there. Even when the chamber was there, we parked there. So
Yeah. That's where the farmers market is. They'll have to move to the McPherson complex then.
Yep. They'd have to move. Yep. Absolutely.
And there's more room at the McPherson complex.
Why couldn't they be on the square itself, though? Why couldn't the farmers market be on the square itself?
It was on the square itself, and then somebody didn't like them being on the square, so then they moved it next door.
But anyway, so who knows what they're going to do with that land? I've heard people say just leave it like it is. We like it that way. It's multi-purpose right now. You know. So, and some people say it should be a parking garage. That was turned down, I guess, last month, 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was the hotel that was turned down in December when somebody was proposing a hotel and they changed their mind on that one.
Right.
I agree with that decision because I don't really. I can understand people traveling through Ocala stopping at the interstate. I can't imagine
them coming
there. I can't imagine there being enough business there,
right?
And especially, and you got to admit, it was kind of unfair to the other hotels to have a taxpayer subsidized hotel.
That's right.
That is kind of unfair.
Exactly.
That does make sense, you know.
All the other hotels are private.
Anyway, so we're just talking about it. I guess my opinion is easy to see.
Danny Gaekwad's a good guy. He always comes up to the plate, though, whenever anybody's in need. So good job.
Thank you for saying that. I wasn't sure if I was saying his name right. So
yeah. He came. There was something that we were helping raise money for, and he came and put down. He matched every contribution there was. He came in the studio. With another lady, and
another lady.
You know, there was one lady that was putting up some money, and he matched everything she matched.
Oh, I see.
I forget what it was for, but Danny's a great guy.
You know, the day that I have that kind of money, I'll be doing the same thing.
Yes,
I'll be showing up at radio stations. Yeah, let me match that. All right, let's talk about this. This is a horrible story. I hate this whole ISIS thing. How can anybody? You know, it doesn't matter if it's one guy, one nut in our town, or 99 nuts across the ocean. How does a small fraction of humanity terrorize the entire planet? How does that happen?
Yes.
How does that happen? How does somebody convince other people to be so violent against their fellow human being? How does that happen? How did Hitler convince the Nazis to do what they did? What is wrong with our brains that somehow somebody can hypnotize us or make us do things like that? I just will never get it. And the other side of this is how much of this is true. It seems like it's all true. I'm not saying it's not, but I'm always leery that with the tail is wagging the dog. But anyway, let's look at a couple of these things. First of all, the United Nations says the Islamic State, also known as ISIS, also known as IS, also known as IL, is systematically killing, torturing, and raping children and families of minority groups in Iraq. And remember, a minority group in Iraq is not the same as a minority group in Florida or in the United States. It could be anybody who's Christian. It doesn't matter if you're color. It could be anybody who's Jewish. It doesn't matter if you're color. Again,
right.
It is basically on religious lines, I think, over there. The UN is calling on government forces to do more to protect them. In a report issued yesterday in Geneva, the UN Committee on the Rights of the Child said it has received reports of several cases of mass execution of boys, as well as reports of beheadings, crucifixions of children, and burying children alive. Iraq's military has been struggling in its fight against the Islamic State, and the government has pleaded repeatedly for more weapons and training. This is the thing that gets to me.
Yeah.
Didn't we give them a bunch of weapons? Didn't we give them a bunch of training?
Exactly.
How is it possible that their numbers are far greater than the numbers of those doing these things, and yet they can't get a handle on it?
Exactly.
The UN agency urged that more be done, saying Iraq needs to take all necessary actions to ensure the safety and protection of children and their families. So that brings us to us. I want to tell you a story. I'll read to you a story from Politico, the news agency called Politico, about the president's proposal to request more U.S. troops against ISIS. We'll be right back with that after the break, and your calls are welcome. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. We'll start out with periods of rain this morning, then clouds will break for some sun this afternoon as it becomes windy and somewhat cooler. Highs will range from the low 60s in the northernmost part of the zone to 71 in the southernmost part. Then mainly clear, breezy, and colder tonight with lows ranging from 38 in a few inland spots to 52 along the coast. Tomorrow mostly sunny, breezy, and cool with a high between 62 and 66. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Are you tired of not using your home's outdoor space for entertaining or relaxation because of all the bugs and leaves? Consider adding a beautiful screen room or glass enclosure. We are Superior Aluminum and Design, a family-owned and operated business with 20 years experience in the aluminum industry, and we are accredited by the Better Business Bureau. If you appreciate superior workmanship, call Superior Aluminum and Design at 817-8058 or visit us on the web at superiораluminumdesign.com.
Keep up with what's going on in the downtown area with Ocala Downtown Newspaper. Delivering thousands of newspapers to businesses in the downtown area, Ocala Downtown is there to keep you informed. They even have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask in return is that you tell them where you heard about it. It's simple. For more info, just call Tom's Picks, 352-804-1223, and pick up your copy of the Downtown Ocala newspaper today.
Now read Ocala Downtown newspaper online.
Hi, Danny Warfel here. Get moving with Florida Credit Union's fast and easy loan approval process.
Let Florida Credit Union start up a new car loan for you today. No more waiting, hassles, or stop signs. You can even apply online. With a strong financial team behind you, you can enjoy great rates and fast approvals.
It's all about personalized service and a streamlined process.
Florida Credit Union, connecting your money to your life.
Real estate is the largest and most personal investment that any of us will ever make. Be sure to tune in Tuesdays at 10 a.m. when Bob Kennedy, owner of Berkshire Hathaway Home Team Realty, will be answering your questions and discussing real estate. So remember, that's Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Call 622-9622 with your questions. It pays to be an informed buyer or seller. This is news you can use from Berkshire Hathaway Home Team Realty and your friends here at WOCA.
Putting the local back into radio. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. WOCA News. Variety. Information. Now. Keep your arms and legs on the inside at all times.
Visit the WOCA website at www.woca.com. The most trusted name in news, Fox News, every half hour, only on 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
All right, 12 minutes now before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, so we're talking about ISIS. We're talking about the horrible things they've done. We're talking about how they are just basically offensive to the whole world for the most part, and what we will be doing, if anything, about this. So here is the article from Politico. President Barack Obama could well have more Republican than Democratic support when he asks Congress, probably next week, to renew his authorization for use of military force against the Islamic State group. That, according, as I said, to Politico. Obama is not keen to put boots on the ground in the Middle East, but does not want the authorization to explicitly preclude the possibility. Some dovish Democrats are insisting that any war-making authorization known as an AIMF, anybody out there know what that means? Be for a limited period for time. Limited period of time, and forbid the use of ground forces in Syria or Iraq. Some Republicans say the president should be able to deploy up to 20,000 troops as necessary. The U.S. military advisors have been used in Iraq to train local forces, and over 2,000 airstrikes against ISIS targets have been carried out. How is it possible that we don't know where these guys are? Did you see a photograph? And the French people say that the wife, I think it was, or the girlfriend of one of the attackers in the Charlie Hebdo attack.
Yes.
The wife, I think, of one of them.
The wife
is recognizable in one of the pictures of the ISIS people.
Yeah.
You heard that?
Yes.
So they've, I don't know. There's got to be a way to figure out where they are. There's got to be a way to figure out how to get them.
Yeah.
And who is there a person who's like the Hitler among them? I mean, is there one person they're all obeying orders from?
Yeah.
Kentucky Representative John Yarmouth is one of several Democrats who has made it clear that they would be unlikely to back the president's request. Massachusetts Representative Jim McGovern is another who would oppose giving Obama an authorization that didn't ban outright use of soldiers on the ground. Well, maybe the good news, in light of the bad news of the pilot that was burned, maybe Jordan will step up and do something about these guys.
Yeah, I hate that, though. The U.S. should be in
But see, isn't there a part of you, and somebody chastise me if you think this is out of line for saying this, because I'll accept it if it is, but it just seems to me that it's possible that we're being manipulated with these videos. We've had more than one article that we read on the air from people who said the beheading videos are fake. I couldn't tell. And that day when we were looking at them, we were saying there's got to be some sharp young person who knows how videos are manipulated these days. I mean, we can manipulate audio. We do it all the time. We can make anybody sound like they're saying anything.
Yeah.
You could. It's a microscopic, easy to do procedure. You just take sound and you move it around. Well, you can do the same thing with video.
Yeah, but all the other people that are dying, the children, everything. I mean,
well, that's what I'm saying.
Proof.
I know. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But the videos we don't know.
No, there's a good part of me that believes that this is really happening.
And why wait till next week? I mean, why not? Why isn't that a priority?
But isn't it happening in North Korea too? Aren't similar things happening there? Aren't similar things happening in some of the African countries?
Yeah, of course.
Right, and nobody's bringing arms to them. Like that. Oh gosh, what's that group that sounds like the name of that song? It takes all the girls.
Boko Haram.
Yeah, Boko Haram.
Boko Haram. Yeah.
I mean, why don't we send troops against them?
Yeah.
Consideration of the request will give the Republican-led Congress a chance to debate the administration's strategy against ISIS. Republicans say Obama has failed to come up with a robust line of attack. Well, that's not his job in his defense. I mean, it's the Pentagon's job to come up with
exactly.
For instance, Representative Adam Kinzinger, a Republican from Illinois, speaking on the Fox News channel, said he wanted to see Obama make the U.S. mission one of destroying as opposed to degrading ISIS. Well, yeah. That's how it should be. But the president, I don't know. The president said his AUMF request, boy, I'm having a hard time with these one says AIMF, one says AUMF, would be forthcoming when he met with lawmakers on the 13th.
Wow, that's 8 days from now.
All right, let's go to the phone. Good morning, you're on the air.
Good morning, Larry and Robert.
Hey, Lenny.
Quite frankly, what the United States has been trying to do is they've been trying to get Saudi Arabia and some of the other people to take more of an initiative on this, because quite frankly, the most ironic thing about this, those people are killing basically their own. They're mostly, what people don't understand is they're killing more Muslims than they're killing anybody else.
Which is crazy, yeah. I mean, killing anybody's crazy.
What rather than, have the world come down on the U.S., because we can't afford it for a number of reasons to just continue to put our lives on the line, they're trying to get them when I say them, I mean people of the Islamic faith, to come in and step up to the plate and contribute more in terms of arms and boots on the ground than having us continue to actually take on the burden of handling this stuff, on our own and contributing more. But speaking of how people can do this, Larry, I can assure you, if Timothy McVeigh could do what he did,
yeah.
The mind is a funny thing. I can assure you, there are people, and I probably know some of them, that can be as barbaric, even in this country, as some of those people. You look at it, you got people in this country actually wanting to go over there and join these idiots.
I know, but how you and I'm with you, and I understand what you're saying, but I don't understand, and I'll never understand how one person can take a whole country and tell them all, look, what we're going to do is we're going to exterminate everybody we don't like.
You know what?
Exactly.
It's not just one person. What it is, it's a band of ideologues who really have this distorted, perverted image of Islam, and they're really barbarians. These people want to kill people. They'd be murderers no matter what, but they've latched on to this so that they can convince more people, and they start with kids to begin with, and so they can do this stuff. But they're barbarians. They're like exactly what you said. They're like what Hitler was.
Yeah.
And people say, in the long run, you know what the deal was? That guy was insane anyway. I mean, these people, they're basically verging on the same thing. So it's amazing. You and I probably, of course, it's hard for us to fathom. But man, there's some evil people in this world.
Sure are.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
And so you just have to be forever diligent. And but I can tell you, man, I know that there's some evil people in this world. Take my word for it.
There are, and you're right. And thank you. And then some of them act alone, and some of them are followers, sheep. Mm-hmm. Or some of them use their following mentality to justify it or to excuse themselves or whatever. Another piece of the story, Senator Lindsey Graham said yesterday that Jordan was in need of weapons for their fight against ISIL, whatever. He joined with other members of a key Senate committee to demand the Obama administration expedite military equipment to that country, to Jordan, the country of Jordan. And the richest countries in the world right now are the oil, right? What is it called?
The
Dubai area.
Yeah.
You said, why don't they help out?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, isn't this offensive to them? Lindsey Graham, the South Carolina Republican, said Jordanian King Abdullah II was very committed to delivering a message to ISIL, but his capabilities are not there to defeat ISIL.
At least they delivered the message, though. We're not doing anything.
And of course, the 26-year-old pilot who was burned alive on January 3rd. Is that right? No.
No, it was later than that.
ISIS posted a video on social media showing pilot,
so it was last week,
26-year-old whatever, burned alive on January 3rd. The Jordanian Air Force lieutenant was captured after his plane crashed on Syria on Christmas Eve. Yeah, I know. I don't get that at all. Maybe it's a misprint. Maybe it's February 3rd. Maybe it should be February 3rd.
Yeah. No, it's scary because they can come over here.
So what it comes down to for us with our elected officials is those who don't want to send the troops because we've sent our troops, we've been there, done that, and we've even trained them and given them money and given them weapons, and somehow they fall short of being able to handle the situation.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really good argument.
Yeah.
It really is a really good argument because, like Lenny says, they're killing their own, and we don't want that at all. But why should our young men and women be in harm's way? I mean, they've already done all of that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So something bigger should happen.
And that's why I can't help but wonder. There's the part of me that can't help but wonder if we aren't being manipulated by these videos. Are they real?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I say some kid who can really analyze these things should be, I hope, show us where it's fake. How many times have I been fooled by a video? And then Dan, somebody, who can spot the telltale signs of a fake video.
Yeah, but that's not killing or
will point it out. See, I haven't even looked at one of them. I don't want to. I don't want to look at them. Hey, I don't even want to look at movies that I know are faked. But I have seen some because sometimes you can't avoid them. You're watching a movie. Oh, geez, who knew that was coming, right?
Yeah.
And it's so real. And I don't think these look even as real as the movies look. So it's possible. And we've had some people who know more about this than we ever will, who said they were fake. We've had that. You can find the stories online. All right. It's an important story. We need to kind of have an idea of how we stand on this, because we do have an obligation to let our representatives know how we feel, because it's their job to represent us.
Yes.
We'll take a little break. We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Karen McHugh. The nation's second largest health insurer has been hacked into. Anthem says their database, which contains info for about 80 million customers, has been compromised in what's likely to be the largest data breach of a health company to date. The incursion, which includes names and social security numbers of employees and customers, was first discovered last week. A federal investigation continues as service on a suburban New York commuter rail line returns to normal following Tuesday's collision between a train and a vehicle.
Investigators with the National Transportation Safety Board are in Valhalla trying to determine what led to the collision between a Metro-North train and an SUV Tuesday night. The NTSB says there's no evidence so far to indicate the gates weren't working at the railroad crossing.
Fox's Jackie Ibanez, 6 were killed, a dozen injured. Secretary of State John Kerry's arrived in Ukraine, where they're looking for more American weapons with which to fight Russian-backed separatists. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Fox News on your time. The Fox News iPad app is ready to go with all the great features from FoxNews.com and our iPhone app optimized specifically for your iPad. Watch the latest clips from your favorite Fox News shows. Personalize the app by creating your own newscast using the video playlist. Listen to Fox News Radio live. Get local weather forecasts. And it's all free. Go to foxnews2go.mobi. That's foxnews2go.mobi.
Some people would call him a loser. He ran for state office. He was beaten. He started a business. He failed. He ran for Congress. He lost. He was nominated for vice president. He lost again. But he knew only those who never tried are the real losers. And Abraham Lincoln was no loser. Persistence. Pass it on. From the Foundation for a Better Life at values.com.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
You can have work done on your vehicle anywhere, but why would you? Maybe they correctly determine the problem and suggest the proper service. There's a chance they won't. Eliminate that chance by bringing your vehicle to Ford Lincoln of Ocala or Village Ford of Bellevue. The professionally trained, factory-certified team understands the service requirements and maintenance needs of your vehicle, and when the unexpected repair comes your way, you can be assured the work will be done correctly, quickly, and cost-effectively. Look, you've invested a lot of your hard-earned money in your transportation to deliver performance, reliability, and safety. So doesn't it just makes sense to trust the professional team at Ford Lincoln of Ocala and Village Ford of Bellevue to ensure you many miles of worry-free driving and peace of mind knowing the service was done correctly. So the choice is yours. Take the hard-earned investment to whoever for service or a factory-trained certified technician at Ford Lincoln of Ocala or Village Ford of Bellevue. To schedule your next completely satisfied service for your vehicle, contact those who know it best. Village Ford of Bellevue or Ford Lincoln of Ocala, your family of Ford dealerships where we've got what it takes.
Ooh, a xylophone. Sounds dreamy.
Yeah, they don't make them like this anymore, Robin. I'm shipping it to the Musical Historical Society.
And you're packing it like that?
What, this won't work?
Why don't you take it to the Personal Service Center at the corner of Northeast 25th Avenue and 24th Street in Ocala? Just look for the yellow signs.
Great idea. That'll save me a lot of time.
The passing of time.
Personal Service Center makes sending packages easy.
And quick, call 789-6683.
For the Personal Service Center.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hi, this is Becky at Hello Gorgeous Salon. We are located in the heart of downtown Ocala, right next to the historic Marion Theater. I'd like to invite you to stop by and see our new boutique area and meet our staff of professional stylists. Here at Hello Gorgeous, we are ready to update your look with the latest trends. It's the perfect time to brighten up your look. So make your appointment now for those highlights and Brazilian blowout. But don't stop there. We are a full-service salon offering manicures, pedicures, and facials also. So if you've been searching for a salon to call your own, come and see us at Hello Gorgeous Salon. We are located at 48 South Magnolia Avenue in downtown Ocala, right next to the Marion Theater. So call today and set up your appointment at Hello Gorgeous Salon at 351-5358. That's 351-5358. And don't forget, we also do men and children's cuts too. 351-5358.
Hello, gorgeous.
All right, thank you. 5 minutes after 8 o'clock, and it looks like it's drizzling out there. 59 degrees here at the source, WOCA. Galen Unold is on the phone. He can tell us what the temperature is out there because he's got one of those cars with thermometers in it.
Yeah.
He's got a fancy car with a thermometer in it.
Yes.
Come on, Galen, how you doing?
Hey, good morning, Larry, Robin. How are y'all?
Good. What's the temperature?
61 degrees.
61. So we're kind of close against it. Mm-hmm. And where are you?
I actually just got out of my car, but yeah, it was 61 degrees.
Oh, you're in Gainesville. You're in Gainesville.
No, I'm not. I'm in Ocala. I got a meeting this morning. Thankfully, I don't have to drive up in this mess.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it is a mess too. How is the blood supply?
We're actually okay. This weather isn't going to help us, but we're actually okay. We just need people to continue to donate so we can maintain this blood supply.
Okay.
Maintain the safe and adequate blood supply.
By the way, the segment that we do with Galen from LifeSouth Community Blood Center is sponsored by Penn Flooring. They have some beautiful flooring, and they will install it and work with you. And they get 5-star reviews from their customers for their customer service. They've been doing it for long enough. They should know how to do it. And they've got a spacious showroom for you to visit. Go check it out at 1201 Southwest 17th Street. By the bridge, over the railroad track, and make sure you tell them thank you for sponsoring the LifeSouth segment with Galen Unold so that we can all, because it's not, if you stop telling us, Galen, then we will eventually, it'll fade from our thoughts. It won't be in the forefront of our thoughts.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's absolutely correct.
It's an important thing. I know it's a daily thing for you. Do you ever do it and say, oh, geez, I got to call again? Every single day I got to call.
No, I love it. It's just, it's such a rare opportunity to really, have this platform. And, when I talk about the other people in my industry, they're like, now, what do you do? I'm like, you just got to Google it. And so they'll Google it and they'll go, wow, you do that every day? I'm like, yeah. It's like, that's awesome. So, yeah, it's a real privilege.
Yeah, so others aren't doing it. I mean, you were the trendsetter, I guess. Mm-hmm. You with us, I would think, because we clicked somehow. So that would have to happen at every radio station. The blood guy in that town would have to click with the radio people in that town.
Right, and I try to explain. They always ask, well, how did this start? And it started with like 30 seconds. And, and then there's been times where I've been on for like 3 hours. So I don't know.
That's right. That's right. I think that was
the second question I get is, what do we talk about? And I'm like, I don't really know. And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, it's really whatever Larry wants to talk about. If I don't want to talk about it, I just kind of show up, and sometimes I know, sometimes I don't.
But don't underestimate your radio skills, and they wouldn't. That's something people don't. It's easy to recognize musical talent, artistic talent, dancing talent, sports talent. It's hard to recognize radio talent, because it looks so easy when somebody is good at it, and you're very good at it.
Well, and I think it makes it easy because we've just done this for a while now. We know each other pretty good, and when we know which buttons we can push and which buttons we shouldn't push. And I think that helps. And there's also that level of trust.
There's no off-limit button for me.
We're not here to make each other. I'm sorry?
There's no off-limit button for me. You can push any button.
No, I don't think so either. At least we haven't found it yet. But, the bottom line is we know that we're not trying to make each other look bad. You know what I mean? And we're
oh my goodness! I would never do that to anybody.
But that, and nor I hope I like to say I wouldn't either. But I think you know what I mean. But too often, somebody else is trying to make themselves look good by making somebody else look bad, especially on the radio. And that's something that I'm glad we never have to do. So.
Well, I appreciate you recognizing that because you're right. People do that. But I would never do that, and I wouldn't want to work in a radio station where the others were doing that either. So,
yeah, and if I did do that, then I couldn't even say the source to get me out of it. I would be very upset.
So I do have a topic that we haven't talked about before.
Wow. Okay. Now I'm intrigued because I missed it this morning.
Oh, you missed it. It is colognes. We've never talked about men's colognes before.
Oh. Do you wear cologne, Larry?
No. I have.
At what age? And I know some people just wear it their whole life because it's a part of them. But I'm trying to think of the last time I actually wore cologne. It's probably been 20 years.
I have a bottle of cologne in my, where is it, Robin, in my glove compartment?
Yeah.
Or my console? I have one in my car.
I think.
Just in case. Just in case.
Yeah.
No.
You never know when you want to splash.
Just in case I'm at an event and there's a woman there and I say, you know what? Let me go out to my car for a second.
I will tell you this.
A
couple of years ago, we were cleaning out some cabinet in our bathroom, like the underneath sink cabinet. The one that you don't really ever look at.
Right.
And my wife was cleaning it out, and she pulled out this bottle of cologne, and she goes, "I think I got you this for Christmas."
No.
And she goes, "It's never been opened." Like, oh, yeah. And she got it. It was probably in there. It was before we had kids. Right?
Oh,
so it's at least 14 years.
Okay, so
so there you go. That tells you everything you need to know.
So here's the thinking behind cologne and perfume, by the way.
But doesn't every guy at some point in their life go through a phase where they wear cologne?
Well, I can only speak for me.
Or,
well, and wait, I did, and part of it is you get this as a gift. It's a nice looking gift box. You got 3 bottles. One says cologne, one says aftershave. You don't know what the heck the difference is.
Yeah,
and one's like a body. Like the women have the body wash and the body lotion. I'm like, wow, you really stink at this point.
But it looks like a nice bottle. You said, man, I should use this. I got this as a gift.
Yeah.
I think that's how it starts.
Yeah, and one of the things probably that happens is when you're losing your all your knowledge about dinosaurs, you're gaining knowledge of cologne. It's probably right in that time frame.
That's a funny comment.
Because I've had my son one time got in the car. I said, "Son, you got to go shower."
Oh.
I don't know what you just did. You're not getting in my car smelling that bad. We don't have time. I'm like, dude, you don't have time to go to school like that.
Was it a cologne smell or was it a body odor?
Yeah, it was a cologne. He had gotten one for Christmas. He was like in 6th grade. In 6th grade's a big deal, and he was he piled it on, and I mean. It wasn't one of those that would have faded away in a couple of hours. He would have made people around him cry.
Too funny.
I'm like, and then he came back in the car, had the same clothes. I'm like, no, that's not going to do. You need to change clothes.
So the theory behind colognes and perfumes is that they will create a sexual attraction among the opposite sex.
Well, wasn't it originally just to cover up the funk that you had because you only bathed like once a month?
Could be. That could be.
That's why it was invented.
I don't really know. I think that's why deodorants have a scent to them. I don't really know. But anyway, and in the animal kingdom, I mean, this is universal. I mean, all animals pretty much are attracted to their mates by some kind of a smell. But they don't go buy it.
All humans have their own smell.
We must. I mean, why would God leave us out?
Yeah.
well, I mean, animals know it. Babies know it.
Babies know it.
Yeah, babies have their own scent. They're beautiful.
Baby can smell their mama.
Yeah, but you as a grown man, you're supposed to be able to smell a woman and know that she's interested. This is
how close, Larry?
I don't know. I can't do
By
it.
the time I get that close, I already know they're interested. To do otherwise, I think is illegal.
But they're supposed to be able to smell you too. It's supposed to be mutual.
That's that whole pheromone thing that I don't quite understand.
Right. Well, look at the deer. You go to Jerry's pawn shop and you get a little vial of deer pee.
Yes.
And somehow
they have like deer pheromones, so you could be a deer in heat.
Right.
Right, exactly.
And they
have
can
that
smell
too.
it. They can smell it like across the forest.
Yeah.
They'll be walking for miles to figure out where it's coming from.
Wow.
So that's
Sometimes I wish I was just a deer. Sometimes
He'd be venison.
No.
But anyway, so some ladies got together. This is an article by an author named a writer, a journalist, Bree Gatchalian is her name.
If her name is Bree, if your name is Bree, and I'm not kidding, you have to be under the age of 30.
Yeah, she's probably early.
No. I have a stepdaughter named Bree. How old is Bree? Bree's almost 40, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so.
No, she's in her 30s. That's an old Bree. Most Brees are in their, early 30s.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. So I've got the 9 sexiest men's clones according to these women, and they say it does what it's supposed to do. It gets them interested.
Unless it's like Bree is short for something else.
Like Kimberly.
All right. Hold on. We'll be right back with this. So these are the ones that work, guys, according to these ladies.
Stuck on the name.
We'll be right back.
Career Source Citrus Levy Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the first and third Wednesday of each month at 9:30 a.m. to Career Source Citrus Levy Marion and learn how they can help you.
That was the sound of a tree falling. It could be your tree. You're going to have it trimmed, but never got around to calling Pride Tree Service. It could have fallen in a field, and now all you have to do is call Pride Tree Service, and they'll have it quickly out of the way for a great price. But don't wait until the tree falls. It may not fall in the field. It may hit your car, your house, or worse. So call Pride Tree Service today and avoid all those headaches before they happen. Pride Tree Service, 840-0750. That's 840-0750.
Let's give it up for old asphalt and a new pair of shoes. Let's give it up for a good rhythm meeting a sweet melody. For a church cookout under clear skies. Let's give it up for good things coming together, like bundling your auto and other policies together with an Allstate agent, which can save you time and keep you better protected. Let's give it up for good.
To receive your comparative insurance quote, contact the McDonald Agency at 622-2333.
Join us on Saturday, March 7, 2015 for the second annual Habitat Strawberries Festival at the McPherson Government Complex. The goal of this festival is not only to provide a great time for families in Ocala, but to also raise funds to build a home for our family and our community and support Habitat for Humanity's mission to strengthen communities, build hope, and provide dignified housing solutions. Remember, Saturday, March 7, 2015 for the second annual Habitat Strawberries Festival at the McPherson Government Complex, which starts at 7 a.m. with breakfast.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my
too.
seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line and a new spoiler and a new truck.
We can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source.
Of course you do.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. We'll start out with periods of rain this morning, then clouds will break for some sun this afternoon as it becomes windy and somewhat cooler. Highs will range from the low 60s in the northernmost part of the zone to 71 in the southernmost part. And mainly clear, breezy, and colder tonight with lows ranging from 38 in a few inland spots to 52 along the coast. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, breezy, and cool with a high between 62 and 66. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
All right, 18 minutes after 8 o'clock. Galen Unold is on the phone to remind us of the importance of donating blood. Penn Flooring sponsors this segment, so be sure to thank them for doing that, because without blood donors, there is no blood supply. We just have that to remember. It's easy. It's an easy way to remember why it's important. So Galen and Robin and I are talking about colognes for men, but he told me to go to a commercial, so let's see if I can play this. This is called the Mom Song. Galen, you there?
Yes, I am here. Sorry, yeah.
But it came in a can.
Oh, this is the mom singing.
Now my sweet son's braid into a mess. Mine too, and hey,
And she's holding on to the bumper.
Oh
gosh.
She's very clingy.
When our sons have fun with women and misbehave.
Oh God, that's a creepy lady.
Old Spice, sprayed a man on my son. Now he's kissing all the women and his chores aren't done. He was just my little sweetie, tiny fingers, hands and feeties. Now he's touching, kissing, feeling all the women because Old Spice sprayed a man on my son. Now he smells like a man, and they treat him like one.
I thought it was apropos because I think that's really when you start, figuring out what your smell is, whether it's Old Spice or Brute. Or
So did you do that? I mean, did you go to
something?
Did you do that? I mean, did you actually sample? Say this isn't mine. This isn't mine. Robin, do women change their smell? Do you change your perfume?
Sometimes.
Yes. There is a time when I believe every boy gets this cologne pack.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
In their stocking or something.
Right.
It's got like it's got a total of like 75 ounces of cologne.
Yeah.
And you just decide whether it's Obsession Dark, Obsession whatever, Brute's usually in there, Old Spice in there. Yeah, Axe. So, yeah, and I think you decide what you want and what smells good on you. I remember I went through a Drakkar phase when I was in high school.
Oh, okay.
So remember Drakkar was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was Calvin Klein for men. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, are you ready for these?
You didn't have a smell, Larry?
I had Stetson, I think it was called.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. You see, that's another good one.
Stetson.
And then you can smell Old Spice from like a mile away.
I might still have it in my
that's
car.
in your council.
I think
that's your go-to. You never know when you need it.
That is mine. Yeah. Yeah.
Feeling a little John Wayne.
All right. So here are the 9 sexiest men's colognes according to the ladies. This is ladies' choice.
Mm-hmm.
Number 9. Where's my pen? So I make sure I remember which one I read. Number 9 is called "I Am King."
Oh,
that's LeBron James. That's the LeBron James.
It says Sean John, whoever that is.
Oh, okay, Sean John. He's a rapper.
Oh, is that okay?
That must be his brand then.
It said the lady said when we took a whiff, we couldn't help but swoon. Really?
Really? Larry, have you ever? I don't think I've ever made a woman swoon.
No, I haven't. No. That's why
I'd like to try.
That's why I live with a dog.
I've given it my best effort, but I've never actually made a woman swoon.
So I Am King sells for $57 for 1.7 ounces. $57.
Yeah, that's the problem with these commercials. They set up unrealistic, expectations for these women.
All right, that's number 9. Number 8 on the list of the top 9. I guess I couldn't find a 10th one. Sexiest men's colognes is called CK1 Summer.
Calvin Klein, I guess.
Oh yeah, Calvin Klein, One Summer. Yeah. Let's see. It says they say fragrances smell different depending on the wearer. And if that is true, and that is true of this scent, okay, this is lush and invigorating enough for women. They tried it on 18 different men. Each one of them made the women think it was a woodsy and fresh-smelling man. A woodsy.
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 This just proves my point. Women want a guy who can go out
and chop down
get
wood,
a buck and kill somebody if they needed to, but he doesn't want them to actually do it. They just want them to have the ability to do it So
Or smell like you can do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like musk.
At least fake it.
So this one is $44
Used
for
to be musk.
3.4 ounces.
They don't want that sensitive guy.
No, they say they do, but they don't. Yeah, you're right.
No.
Yeah, you're right. All right, the next.
Because I've got a real opinion. Before a woman marries a man, they have to know that they'll get really mad at her and be able to defend her if they need to.
That's
I
right.
think that's some kind of an evolutionary thing. If I was to believe in evolution.
So the next one, number 7, is called Love and Luck. It says, if you think getting lucky is in a bottle, you are correct. This bottle will get you lucky, yes. It's got Asian-inspired tattoo artwork on the bottle.
Oh, nice.
That means we can't read it. It says you're a schmuck for buying
It's $55 for 1.7 ounces.
it. You're a schmuck for spending $55 for 7 ounces.
Love and Luck. Well, the ladies say...
Just think if gasoline was $55 an ounce.
Did you hear the...
or milk.
have you heard the song by the girl who does All About the Bass? I guess it's a new song.
Megan Trainor.
Yes, that's her.
Right. Megan Trainor. Where she's singing about the song is called Title, and she says, "If I don't want to be a friend, if you want to see me naked in your bed, give me that title."
I'm not a big fan of hers. I think her voice annoys me.
All right, here's another one. Do you like Sia?
I don't even know who that
Yeah,
is.
you do. This is the chandelier girl.
I have no idea what she looks like.
Well, that's not
My
the
son
point.
liked it.
But you like her voice.
I do. Okay.
Oh, I thought you did.
Yeah.
You were singing along with it here in the studio.
I sing it. I don't know if I've ever actually heard it. My son sings it all. He used to sing it all the time.
I got it on the video. You're sitting in here, and you two of you are singing it.
But I know it because from the way he sings it,
Okay.
not the way the artist sings.
Okay.
Right.
He's obviously got a cover band or something.
All right, number 6 on the list is Only the Brave by Diesel. Who's Diesel, an actor?
An actor.
No idea.
Okay, Diesel.
Vin Diesel?
Diesel.
Yeah, he's an
I don't know
actor.
who that. Vin Diesel is. They also call Shaq the Diesel. I don't know.
Oh, by the way, this one, the bottle looks like a fist.
Oh, gee, that's scary.
Only the Brave. $52.50 for 1.7 ounces. This is as
Did they design the bottle, though, for the woman?
Not this one. This one is faced like a fist. Well, oh, wait a minute. It looks like it's kind of holding on to something. You have to check this one out, Galen. It's called Only the Brave by Diesel. Just trust me. You'll wonder
All right.
about the design. All right. Anyway, the women say this is as masculine as you'll ever get. That's what they say.
Oh, gosh.
This is the kind of cologne a guy who gets in bar fights might wear. Oh my
There
goodness!
you go. You see? And I'm
Oh
telling
my
you.
goodness!
They
There
don't
you
want
go.
you to ever actually get into a fight, but they want to know if you got in a fight, you wouldn't run.
Exactly.
Goodness.
You want to
And then you would
defend.
talk about your feelings.
Well, wait a
later
minute.
For 6 or 7 hours.
It's an interesting thing right here. It says, "Don't get your man the spray. Spray bottles are feminine.
Mhm.
Get him the kind he
There you
pours
go.
into his hand." Okay.
That's right. And you slap yourself.
You don't want to get a spray bottle, Galen.
I don't know.
Slap yourself. Put that on there.
The next one is
Manly.
called
I'm so past all that.
The next one is called Euphoria. Euphoria.
See, this is the kind of topic that really, make sure that, no, I'm not even going to test the water. I love my wife. I love my wife more after these segments.
This one is the hottest fragrance known to man, according to this one woman.
Known to man?
The hottest fragrance
There you go.
known to man. This ultra sensuous fragrance comes equipped with notes of ginger, patchouli, and amber.
Patchouli is nothing sexy about.
Oh,
I'm just telling you what it
That's
says.
the stuff they put in their hair.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey,
And
72.
it smell, okay, let me ask you this. When I smell patchouli, tell me
Yeah.
if you agree. When I smell patchouli, I instantly think, oh, that guy's a pothead.
Do I even know what patchouli smells like? I don't even know what it smells
It's the
like.
guy the people who wear dreadlocks, they put it in their hair because they can't wash it.
Oh.
The dreadlocks come out.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about? That smell?
I don't
Yes,
know.
yes, I do.
You'll
I know
have to
that
show me
smell.
what it's.
Yeah.
So, but that's what. Anytime I smell it, I'm like, oh, that guy's a pothead. Even if he isn't, I'm just
Isn't patchouli mentioned in the song "The Year of the Cat" by Al Stewart?
It could be. I'll have to listen to it. Again.
All right.
I don't recall.
All right, the next one, number 4. We're getting close to number 1. Number 4 is called Ocean's Water Pure. Ocean's Water Pure.
Okay.
I'm glad it's not unpure, I guess.
Yeah.
This is for your water baby, the man who loves surfing.
Dude.
This
Sounds
is
like
the
sex wax.
This is the
Ron John.
essence of salty ocean water.
You know, they should have just called that the Kramer.
Oh, there you go.
Seinfeld, remember he had the one that smelled like beach?
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe where they got the idea. All right, number 3. That one's $49, by the way. Number 3 is called Fuel for Men. This is for the metro. This is for the metrosexual, Galen.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Well, that's me and you.
Yeah, right. That's $95 at Neiman Marcus, by the way. Number 3.
Wow.
All right, the top.
95 for how much?
It doesn't say.
An ounce?
$95 for an ounce?
Doesn't say.
That sounds like a drug
All right, that's
price.
number 3. Number 2 and number 1. I got to do it real quick.
I think pot's cheaper in Denver.
I think so.
Number 2 is called Roadster, for the guy who has a need for speed. This also has
smell like burnt rubber.
This one has mint, patchouli, and cashmere.
Mint patchouli.
Patchouli. God, that's so
And the
Oh,
number
so
one,
bad.
the number 1 perfume for men is called number 1 pure perfume for men. That's what it's called.
Pure perfume for men.
It costs $2,350.
You could
Wow.
pay for it at that point, Larry.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
That went right over your head.
I did no. It didn't. I got it. You could pay for it. I know. Just remember, the state wants $10 extra, and they want to know who you are when you walk through the door.
That's right. Yeah, we better vote that down.
All right. We're late, actually. Galen, where's the Bloodmobile today?
It's actually closed to the public today, Larry.
All of that.
Oh, come on.
Well, go to the on-site buildings, though. Donate blood.
Yeah, go donate blood.
I know, I'm sorry to disappoint you. Every time I say it, I'm like, gosh, I should just make up a place. Just so Larry doesn't give me grief. All that!
All right, well, Galen, have a great day. Put something that smells good on. Just test it. Just walk through the office and see if, like, Colleen
You know what I'm
turns.
going to put on me, Larry?
See if Colleen turns her head.
Just sweat. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Women love sweat. Women love a guy who sweats.
Well, why don't they come up?
Yeah, I've just been installing some stuff in what's my car.
Have a little dirt under your fingernails. That'll do it.
Not that I have to, because I make $1.5 billion a year, but I choose to.
That's right.
That's all you need.
That's right.
Show them your checkbook, Larry.
Right.
Show them your checkbook.
Just tell me you just got off the phone with your Learjet mechanic.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go and tune an engine.
Galen, you have a good day.
All right, you guys are the best.
Get some
Bye,
perfume,
all.
cologne. Thank you, Galen. All right,
Yeah.
we'll take a little break. We'll be right back.
Howdy, folks. RL here for Dairy Queen, wishing you everyone a happy New Year. And to start it off right, you need a hot, juicy, char-grilled bacon cheeseburger, fried drink, and a sundae for just $5. Or try our famous chicken strips or wraps. Nobody offers all this quality and value but Dairy Queen. And this offer's good till 4 p.m. every day at Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Stay with us and sleep better at the Sleep Inn and Suites of Ocala Bellevue, located next door to Don Garlett's Museum and a few minutes from Florida Horse Park. Our award-winning, newly refreshed Sleep Inn and Suites offers comfy, clean rooms, free fast Wi-Fi, and service with a smile. Start your day with a deluxe hot breakfast and unwind in our heated outdoor pool. Our convenient 24-hour fitness and business centers allow you to stay on track whether you're here to play or to work. That's Sleep Inn and Suites Ocala Bellevue.
Proud sponsor of College of Central Florida basketball.
Hi, Danny Werfel here. Get moving with Florida Credit Union's fast and easy loan approval process.
Let Florida Credit Union start up a new car loan for you today. No more waiting, hassles, or stop signs. You can even apply online. With a strong financial team behind you, you can enjoy great rates and fast approvals.
It's all about personalized service and a streamlined process.
Florida Credit Union, connecting your money to your life.
Real estate is the largest and most personal investment that any of us will ever make. Be sure to tune in Tuesdays at 10 a.m. when Bob Kennedy, owner of Berkshire Hathaway Home Team Realty, will be answering your questions and discussing real estate. So remember, that's Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Call 622-9622 with your questions. It pays to be an informed buyer or seller. This is news you can use from Berkshire Hathaway Home Team Realty and your friends here at WOCA.
WOCA, WWWWOCA.